Hi everyone, welcome back. It's been a little while again, and that was not intentional, but I must have needed the break. I have my Wired Differently hoodie on, which is from the Invisible Eye clothing range, and it's so comfortable, and I want it to be in just a comfy setting, no makeup on. This is freshly washed hair from yesterday. The only thing I've done to it is put a little bit of leave-in conditioner in because the humidity tends to frizz my hair, which is really annoying and I hate it. I want it to be comfortable because today I want to do another autism video. Next week I'm going to do a video about keeping up motivation to get fit because I feel like a lot of people need that, and I've had a few people ask us, how do you stay so motivated? You're doing so well. And I just wanted to go a little bit into that next week, but this week something has happened that is really, really sort of, I'm trying to think of the word. It's led me on to want to film this, basically. So I'll go through a little bit of what happened, I'll explain the story, and then I'll explain how it leads on to what I want to talk about. So, on Sunday just gone, I had to have an MRI scan. Please don't freak out, it's a routine thing for one of my conditions. Everything was fine, I am fine. I haven't had the results yet, but anyway. So, to get around in the northeast and to save money, generally you need one of these little bad boys. They're called pop cards. You top them up with a ticket and you just put them on the thing and it lets you through, basically. So on my way out of hospital I dropped this. Now generally I really freak out when I lose things, which is what I'm going to go on to, but on the whole generally regarded as high functioning. And I'm using this because this is the topic I want to get into. I hate high functioning and low functioning labels. Absolutely hate them. What one person can function in, another person may not be able to, which is the point of the story. So when I noticed I lost this, I went straight into meltdown. I was in the metro station. I just about managed to muster the words to one of the metro staff to ask if a card had been handed in, and they said it hadn't. I then walked away and I phoned my boyfriend and pretty much couldn't breathe. I was hyperventilating, I was in tears, I just wanted to drop to the floor and just kick, scream. I was so annoyed with myself that I'd lost it. Now, there is a good light of this because obviously I have it back. A very kind lady who must have noticed that I dropped it on the way out of hospital sent me a message on Facebook saying, from the look of the picture, this is you. Are you nearby, or can I meet up with you or post it? And I was so relieved because now I have this back, and it's this is my lifeline pretty much to get around because I don't drive, and it's a lot of money. I put £76 on this every month to get around on the metro systems, to go to work, to go to the gym. Originally when I got this, I thought it would be good to top up my card with a more expensive ticket because I was at university at the time. So that as well, I go into Newcastle quite a lot from where I live. So this is so important to me, and for it to fall out of my pocket, honestly, this is not leaving my sight ever again. But so high functioning and low functioning, as you can tell, I was very low functioning in that situation. I didn't know what to do. All I wanted to do was get home. When I got down to the actual platform where the trains are, it was due in 12 minutes and I was on the phone to my boyfriend still. And I was like, I want to be home, I want to be home, and that's all I could say. I want to go home. That is literally all I could say, because I was so distressed, so panicked, such a state, such an absolute state, and I've not been like that in a very, very long time. But what I am high functioning in is I am very good at masking. So social situations, I keep like a little script in my head of what I can and can't say, although sometimes I do say inappropriate things that I don't mean to say. But once that script runs out, that's when that tends to happen. But in the beginning, so if it's small talk, I can kind of run through things in my head. It's not an automatic thing like most people. Where else am I high functioning in? I am actually, believe it or not, quite an organised person. I have all my appointments written down in my planner. I plan everything so methodically, and everything has a place and everything has a time, and my week is very scheduled, which is what I like. I am also very high functioning in the realms of being on the phone. Now, this is because of my job. I do handle phone calls at work. However, out of me and my boyfriend, I am the one that tends to do most of the phone calls. I don't know why. It still does make me incredibly anxious to do it, but I do it. I can push through, because if I do have to plan a little bit before I call, so I need to know exactly what I'm going to say, and I need to know what I want out of that call before I ring. And dealing with the unpredictability of inbound calls at work and things like that. In my first job did really, really push me, but I'm getting more and more used to that now. So there's that. And I just feel like, I mean, you could have a typically low functioning autistic person who maybe can't talk or has severe meltdowns over things, but they can be incredibly intelligent. They can be incredibly intelligent. I just want to give an example of this. Agony Audie, her son Frank, he's speech apraxic, but some of the artwork he produces and some of the things that he does is incredible. And just to see that raw talent there and intelligence and creativity is amazing. So just because you can be typically low functioning autistic, it doesn't mean you're low functioning. It just means you struggle with some areas more than others, which is why I really, really cannot stand the labels of high functioning and low functioning. Oh, it stresses me out, guys. It really stresses us out. I don't know why, but my hair actually looks like a lot lighter than it is in real life. My hair's very dark in real life, but for some reason this natural light, which is annoying me also, is making it look lighter. So that's my little rant about high functioning and low functioning. As I said earlier, next week is going to be my fitness motivation video, and I'll film that because I have a week off next week, which is really nice. I'm off today and tomorrow, and I'm back into work on Thursday and Friday, and maybe Saturday, I'm not sure. But I am really, really excited to have that week off with my boyfriend. We're going to do some nice coupley things amongst all my hospital appointments, because I'm an awkward human. So, another little update. For those of you who don't know, I am still undergoing cognitive behavioural therapy. I am going to have 2 more appointments and then I'm going to get discharged, because I am doing really well despite that meltdown. I think the realistic approach for me is that I'm always going to struggle with emotional dysregulation, and it's not necessarily that I need to be in therapy, but I need techniques to cope with that. So what I am hoping, it's less than a month now since to my next assessment. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe ask for some more bespoke support at that appointment, which will be good. But that appointment is going to be about 4 hours, so you're probably not going to hear on the day because I also have the gym that evening. So I'll be having that assessment and then going to the gym just to cool down. So yes, I've got the gym today. I wasn't very well yesterday. I had quite a bad migraine, so I didn't do as much gym stuff and walking as I normally would do. But yeah, today's a new day. I'm gonna leave the flat a bit earlier, I think, and go for a little walk, get a coffee maybe. I don't know, we will see. And I'm looking forward to just the next week or so because I'm off. It's so exciting. And I'm so relieved to have this back. And everything's been going really well recently, which is really good. So I'll see everyone next week, and until then, bye everyone.